Get out of here, Reagan. Oh, Chad, I lost you for a second, but that's genuinely what I was thinking. Get out of here, Reagan. But Reagan's best girl can. How can you say that to Reagan? Reagan best girl. Already. Alright. Back to it. Already she has sworn into his heart. His trust shall be his undoing. You must defend this ship. You must defend him. No! I don't like these feelings. Get out of me! I was joking about Malona being in space, but I really feel like we're just doing Fault Warhammer Edition. That's not a bad thing. But I'm down with that. I'm down with Warhammer for a Fault Edition. Except this game actually got a sequel. Ooh, got him, boys. Once again, my visual novel outlasts Bluesies and Canes. I did it, boys. I did it. I was the only one left standing. Yes. Ahsoka turned around and came face to face with Sola. The vision vanished as quickly as it appeared. Her face flushed brightly. How long were you there? Heard the entire thing. Huh? No way! Soul sat down in her bunk. You are troubled. Well, yeah. I'm inexperienced with such matters of the heart, but the Ruvian court was a place rife with dark emotions. Lust, jealousy, and paranoia. They fester in your heart, consume you, till you can no longer be called a human, but a monster. Easy for you. You don't feel any emotions, Sola. One would rather feel none at all than pain, no? I guess that's true. I'm sorry. I've overstepped my position. I am no Shar. Merely a pale imitation, impressed into service. Sola? Then I returned to the abyss. Sola fell down and pulled her blanket over her. You... With great power comes corruption, arrogance, and paranoia. Our omnipotent powers prove to be our undoing. Will history repeat itself? What do you mean I need to buy this again? Listen here, bitch. I have to buy everything again, chat. I have to buy it all again. You might have saved the world, bless expire, dims the rules. Fuck, clean off. No. No. Bullshit. I saved the goddamn galaxy. Forming the flight. Should I have bought everything I just did? No. Did I? Yeah. Can you stop me? No. The Vanguard can deal splash damage? Since when? Ho, ho, ho. I'll be back. God stays in heaven because he fears me. Splash damage, chat. I get one chance to fire that fuck off beam, and I can splash damage it? Oh, Lord have mercy. We all gonna have a good time. Shields reports, oh, god damn it. Screams egg. Trust, you missed it. You missed so much of this campaign. Shit. Double shit. Why does Ava sound like a bitch in Japanese? What the fuck? Oh no, that's Chicago. Okay, that makes better sense. Evo! Let's go! Shields reports to the bridge. The ship was abuzz with activity in the aftermath of the battle, with Alliance and Syrian crew bustling around the deck. Everyone was still dazzled by the truth of Arcadius' identity. The air practically vibrant with excitement. For the first time, the atmosphere was positive. Their victory, and news of the infighting within PACT rings, had boosted morale. Their victory. Oops. Captain? At ease, Lieutenant. Sir! What's the situation? We have now secured complete control over the Helion system. The remnants of PACT's Helion fleet have withdrawn towards Ruvia Prime. It appears that the forces close to Vizcar Fortuna are gathering there. While the remaining PACT loyalists have amassed at Cera for a final stand at the neutral rim. Fortuna's betrayal must have riled Arcadius. Or rather, prototypes. They're giving up on the neutral rim and bunkering themselves up for a defensive war. The Emerald Fleets got packed on the run, Captain. They were fools to challenge the Alliance. And the Sunrider too, of course. Alliance troops have secured the enemy's Paradox Core. It appears that during the PACT retreat, their plan to destroy the core failed. We have defused the explosives and are standing by for orders. Admiral Gray is personally inspecting the core as we speak. He has asked for you to meet with him. Alright, well, let's get going then. Understood, Captain. I shall prepare the shuttle right away. Shields entered the Paradox Core's main control room. It had all the grandeur of a throne room. Was it a reflection of Arcadius, or more accurately, the prototype's taste? A mightily elevated seat sat at the end of the hall, overseeing all who worked there. Admiral Gray walked into sight from behind the throne. Welcome, Captain Shields. Quite a grand control center, is it not? Admiral? Shields nodded. The Paradox Core. Gray outstretched his arms, his voice echoing through the monolith hall. A weapon more devastating than anything the human mind could conjure. It's quite fitting that it sprung not from the mind of man, but from a monster, corrupted by science. Whoever controls this weapons would have the galaxy at its very neck. Entire systems could be destroyed in the blink of the eye. Holy shit, we're doing Halo! This is what would happen if I didn't blow up the Halo rings, huh? Fleets and armies would mean nothing. A new era where entire empires could collapse in seconds. Nay, imperious weapons, petty nationalistic differences would be all but moot. No one who sits in this chair would cease to be a man and become a god. All other men would become but beasts in his eyes. His will absolute. Gray patted his hand on the chair's armrest. A seat fit for any Ruvian emperor. A weary, cynical smile cracked on the Admiral's face. Or I suppose in our time, any emperor in general. He looked at the throne, his gaze distant. In antiquity, sons killed their fathers for such powers. Men turned to demons, till everything they held dear buried to ashes. Let us all be in relief that such a dark age will never again descend upon humanity. Gray walked away from the throne, meeting Shields face to face. Have you come to a decision about the core? Yes. It must be destroyed. Shields eased at the Admiral's decision. Somewhere deep in his heart, he had suspected. The Admiral is still a good man. Was I wrong to suspect him? Many men died so that we could destroy this abomination. I pray the galaxy will never see anything like it. Yes. As do I. The Admiral's face lightened. Though I am disappointed the battle was not won through our fleet's might, but because of sedation within PACT ranks. This is the end of the war, Shields. With division among their leadership, they are finished. What's our next step? We'll press on, further into the neutral room. Cera is our goal. If Cera is liberated, PACT will have no other options but to surrender, or else face a devastating charge into the heart of their worlds. And what are the prototypes? Our intelligence service has already made strides in locating their ilk. By the way, I heard you captured one alive. It's our prisoner, yes. I assume you don't intend on turning it over? Shields held his ground. My forces performed the capture. Very well, Captain. I permit you to retain jurisdiction, then. In any matter, the prototypes will be neutralized in short order, both by us and PACT. PACT's leadership is changing, I predict the new heads at the top will be much more amenable to our point of view. And what is that, Admiral? What does the Alliance want from this war? Peace. And freedom, of course. For the Alliance as well as the neutral one. It will not be long now, Captain. You at the head of your Liberation Day parade. The mighty hero of Cera. He said it! He said the title! Woo! Woo! He said it! The men will cheer you. The women will adore you. And the children will be named after you. Such days are precious to a military man. Cherish them while they last. Sir? War is but a playground. Kyoto to announce tariffs on the whole alliance. Let's be honest, Kane. Nobody's naming anyone after Trump. Or Drumpf, as he should be known. Because he changed his name to make himself sound better. No one should be named after Drumpf. I'm sorry, was that not loud enough for the street? I don't want to get political. I want to have fun in my funny video game. War is but a playground to the perils of peacetime politics. The Admiral chuckled and patted Shields in the back. Then let us return this damn contraption to the fires and be done with this place. I can only take so much of this grotesque pack architecture. Gray walked out of the control room. Gray. In more ways than one. Honestly, I can never tell if he's on our side or not. Shields looked in the core as the final countdown hit 0. The bridge erupted in applause as the fragments of the core fell into the star. Cera could barely contain her joy. With this, Captain, the galaxy is saved. The Alliance has saved humanity. Destroyed and PACT is weakened. The war is at last in our favor. Were my doubts about the Alliance misplaced? Could this be too good to be true? Was I merely being pessimistic? Shields put his hand on Kirishik's shoulder. Won this battle, Lieutenant, but the war's not over yet. Sir, I promise you will not regret your decision to trust the Alliance. I'll keep your word then, Lieutenant. You have my gratitude for watching my back on Oni Guess. It was a dicey situation there. Of course. I'll gladly protect you again, Captain. The Sunrider feels different from any Alliance vessel. I'm not used to the lack of discipline. I feel as if we're all family here. The people here are my friends. Sir, I mean no disrespect, but it is not merely duty which keeps me here. It's something more than that. Something much harder to obtain. Yeah. Family. Not again! The end is never the end, 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 is never the end. Shield spotted Kara eating dinner with Kurosaka at the table. He took a seat in front of them. Well, looks like hell's frozen over. What? It's not that I like her now or anything. I was just discussing strategy with her. That's all. But you were just telling me about the length about your cat picture collection. Hey! Well, Kara, like you said, You're not ended up housing us after all. Right, Lieutenant? Sir! And it looks like you managed to make a friend on top of that. I'm happy for you. I was getting tired of you looking so angry all the time. Speak for yourself. It's like night and day. I'll darken the before the battle now. Walking around that ship with nothing but a huge grin on your face. It's like we were all worried about you for nothing. I guess all it took was a wink and smile from your favorite to make you happy again. I should have known better than to worry about a simpleton like you. You were worried about me? Only because I didn't want to be bossed around by your useless... Let me try that again. Only because I didn't want to be bossed around by you unless you were at your best. There's no way I'd put my fingers under the command of someone who didn't have his marbles together. I definitely didn't do it because I cared about you at all. She should have left that last part out. You worried about me? Me when I'm told to fix my act. Become normal. Trust, I don't want you to be normal. I don't know if I've ever told you that. And I know my jokes sometimes make you feel a bit weird. But I like you being a weird fucker. Being weird is more fun than being normal. Also, funny enough, Trust, you worried about me, Captain? Is genuinely a line one of these characters says. Exactly. Exactly true. Me and Tress, when we both realized we're both freaks to society, doing the fucking predator handshake. Why be normal when you can be one weird motherfucker? I'm playing this game on Twitch that had tits in it, and Twitch still won't ban this game because I am better than Twitch. Damn right I am. Anyways, what's this about a favorite? Your schoolboy crush on the Chief's hardly a secret. Boob rockets. Because nobody plays this game. Kane, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you this very seriously so I don't bully you. Do you want me to clap back? You want me to clap back, Kane? Also, I saw what you said, Tress. Want me to clap back, Kane? I don't know. This is a yes or no question, motherfucker. Nobody plays this game, huh? How come this game got a sequel and Fall didn't? I got a fourth game. You didn't even get a third. Feels good at the top, you know? I played this back when I was a teenager, Tress. I played this back when I was before middle school. like crap. Get fucked, motherfucker. Hopefully nobody takes this shit seriously. I genuinely have a good time just messing with people. Don't you bring up furries! You know where that art? Because I need that art for reasons. Who said that? Yeah, Kane. I got a third game. Where you at? Okay, so the reason I bully people about this game getting more sequels is because at the same time, Bluesy had a game he loved, which I played and I really liked. Never got a sequel. That company just took the money and ran and just made a bunch of bullshit nonsense. At least Fault had a sequel. A sequel that had heart in it. And I can at least believe they'll make another game because they made a side quest. But, like, around that time, that was the deciding factor of, do you matter or not? So, okay, at least Fault matters. Nobody, and I pray to God, nobody talks about Toko Reject Demon. Nobody should. Nobody should give that company more money. At least you got a sequel. That game made people pay for voice acting. 10 years after the fact. You at least had a sequel, Kane. I didn't even get a chapter 1 from that game. Bluesy didn't get a chapter. You at least got something out of it. That's why I bully people about this game having a 4th game that can use the story. You genuinely can't see. That's why I'm glad this game actually had a 4th game that I didn't even know came out. I'm so hyped to play it. Because this game ends on an open question, and then they did a bunch of, like, romance novel shit. And then they made a 4th game. I get something out of this. And I wish other visual novels got that. That want to do a sequel like Toko and Fault. I swear to God, Fault still says there's a game that came out in 2021. And not the bullshit side quest thing nobody cares about. People say that game came out. And I want to play Side Above because Rotona best girl. Bringing that glass magic out there. Monkey. I'm trying not to bully Kane, but like, I feel like I am just bullying at this point. I don't want to. I just want to point out, why the fuck was this the game that made it? Fault should have made it. That game was fucking good. I'll be honest, I genuinely just want to play more Fault. Like, not even joking. I genuinely want to play more Fault. It was so good. If I hear this YouTube music for any moment longer, I'm going to eat my own hand. I should get out of here, huh? Boo Rockets running a lottery as to when you two finally end up hitched. I'll win that thing. I'm gonna be rich. It's all your fault. Ishmael, exactly. You're the reason there's not a fault aside above. The fault lies with you, Ishmael. So Tress and Kane, you want to know something funny? I've now made... Well, one, Tress, Kane just beat Furry Heathcliff. He did it. Kane can now be considered a normal human. One of my players also has gone past that. One of my tabletop players I forced into playing that game. I think he said he got past Heathcliff. I think Kane, like my tabletop, like Zach, I think he's just ahead of you.
He's not too far out. The fault lies with you, Ishmael. Kara, that's... I wouldn't let the commander find out about that. I wouldn't let the commander find out about that, or Arcadis won't be your biggest fear. No worries. I apologize, Captain. I was merely... Careful, Lieutenant. Bidding on the captain's love life might warrant a court-martial. Court-martial? Uh-oh. Looks like she's about to cry. Oh, are you alright? Shit. This curry is really spicy. Looks like she's joking around alright. You don't have to worry about your permanent record. Permanent record? One landmine after another. I suddenly feel sick. I must report to the infirmary. They're so much closer now. I better leave these lovebirds be. Shields walked away as Zakara wiped away Kiseka's tears with a napkin. Lesbians! Lesbians! Hell yeah! I can say whatever the fuck I want. I genuinely shipped those two. Back in the day, I shipped those two. The fact that they both, like, this game makes it seem like there's a romance between Shields and Ikara and Kasaraki is bullshit. Because we both know who deserves together. Well, hell, my office is looking fancy. Hey, look, my dead sister. It hurts real bad. Shields rubbed his face as Ava crossed over his to-do list. Cera had spent the greater part of the last month in dry dock thanks to the damage sustained in the previous battle. While the downtime allowed the ship to be improved with the latest advanced tech, a certain Cera was becoming increasingly anxious to return to the front lines. Captain, I fear this would happen. Thanks to my sick leave, you're now hopelessly behind on paperwork. Its requisition approval form is already 3 days overdue. Don't worry, I told Ikari to accept the new equipment on the elevator the other day. On what day? Captain, the prototype remains at large, and PACT is still formidable. We must be vigilant against the risk of subterfuge. That is why all paperwork must be done diligently and on paper and be filled promptly. Shield scratched his hair in irritation. Deep down, he felt relieved at Ava's recovery, but found his happiness difficult to express. Alright. Anyways, happy to have you back. I was scared we lost you there, big boss. I was wondering if you were just gonna say it, Kane. I was wondering who was gonna make... Or Mach... Actually, at the same side, Majima has their eye patch on.
Liar. Fuck off. No, I was actually wondering who. No, yeah, no, you're right. It's the other eye. You're right, King. Yeah, I had it wrong. It's the other eye that he has it on. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Either way, give you a chance. I'm surprised Tress hasn't done the watermelon meme. If I don't come back to that, I'll truly know I'm lost forever. But now, I just mounted the solitaire on the computer and the Gundams. Good thing to admire, Tress. I was just saying, I'm surprised that when Eye Patch Woman showed up, you didn't start doing Majima with the watermelon meme. I was expecting it. I was expecting Majima, please. And yet, all I've received is nothing. What the fuck do you mean, Salter? This isn't Salter, this is upgrades. I'm doing work. Oh Christ! I just looked here. That's the paperwork. Kyoto Shields really is Woden, isn't she? That pile's never gonna move, is it? I swear I'm a competent leader. Well, Captain, I've no intention of allowing you to run this ship by yourself. Good. Seeing that the ship's gone, seeing that ship gone will do us a lot of good. Indeed, the galaxy has become a much safer place now without either the Legion or the Paradox Corps. Oh. Indeed, the galaxy has become a much safer place now that without either the Legion or the Paradox Corps. I didn't mean that. I mean for us. I still haven't forgotten about Maria. But now I think it can go on living. I have you to thank for that. Shields took Ava's hand. Captain? How is it? A little numb. But that's the least of my problems now. Ava took her hand away. Because now I have the stack of paperwork to deal with. There's another matter as well. What is it? Regarding the prototype, our chief engineer. Shield's door slid open and Chicago busted in. It's finally finished, Captain. I'm gonna need more whiskey for what happens, huh? Here, take a look. Chicago revealed a box behind her back. She opened it and took out Shield's old tea. My tea set! His face glowed as if seeing it restored, as if nothing had ever happened to it. Well, would you look at that? All fixed up. How'd you do that, Chicago? I managed to piece together all the fragments and bond them together piece by piece. It was a little challenging to fill all the missing pieces, but I managed to restore the whole set.
As expected of our chief. I'll drink to that, Kane. Yeah.
Oh, Commander, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Don't worry. He was just here drilling me about the importance of paperwork. Shields passed Ava a complete form. Alright, Ava. I'll behave myself from now. Here you go. Now what are you going to say? Nothing at all, Captain. We are scheduled to remain in dry dock for 2 more weeks to patch this ship back together until our latest beating. Please do not wreck her so much again. She is totally saying that as if everything was my fault. Understood, Captain. Ava turned around and left. Well, Chicago, you heard the lady. I better get back to work.
Understood.
I'll lead into Chicago's ears. Catch me again later when I'm less busy. Shields left and patted Chicago on the back.
Okay. Please try your best, Captain.
Oh boy, this can only be fucking constructive. Shields entered the hangar to see Ava lecturing a group of pilots and flight crew. Oh boy, what's going on now? Is something the matter? Captain! Unbelievable. Look! Ava pointed to a Rider Base 7, where the Havoc was now resting. Cera restoration had already been put into getting it back into service. The legacy skeletal structure already rebuilt. I walk in here to inspect the Sunrider paperwork, and so I find this. Criminal instrumentality being restored back to its original state. What's more, I find your signature on the paperwork authorizing all this. Ava pulled up a form bearing a sealed signature on her hollow and nearly shoved it up his nose. Huh? I must have approved this by accident. I guess I should actually read the things I sign more often. Well, it's perfectly good writer, right? Who knows? Maybe Casetta will have a change of heart and fight with us. It worked out pretty well for a guy, right? Okay, never mind. Forget I say anything. Captain, the Havoc is inextricably associated with one of the most heinous criminals of our time. It's direct responsibility for hundreds, if not thousands, of deaths, including innocent civilians and our very own crew. The mere thought of it sharing our hangar with the rest of the riot squad is too abhorrent to even fathom. She's definitely got a point there. Not to mention the oversight change is going to cause a month's worth of HR paperwork. Just as Shield was about to let Ava have her way, Kurosaka emerged from the crowd. Captain, Commander, my apologies, but if I may. Lieutenant, you're the one responsible for this? Sir, that I am. The restoration of the Havoc was my idea. Well, you're the least person I expect to get lectured by Ava. What do you have to say, Lieutenant? Sir, my personal opinion is that the Sunrider is still short on heavy bomber-type riders. Yeah, we really don't have those. Well, I can perform the squad's anti-capital ship duty single-handedly. Sound military doctrine calls for at least one failsafe. With all due respect for the Blanca's pilot, a sport-type rider's kinetic cannon is nothing compared to a heavy bombers like the Havoc. I believe it can be repurposed, this time for the cause of good. Ikara climbed behind her. The Havoc's a mobile, obese, hideous lady, but Soldier's boys got a point. When it comes down to swelling up bullets and nuking capital ships, the Havoc's pretty much got no equal. There's still room left in this hangar for one more rider. Besides, is that pirate runt's responsibility for everything. The Havoc's just a tool. A tool we can take advantage of now for ourselves. Shields cross his arm in contemplation. I think they have a point. And I doubt you're going to let some hurt feelings keep us from getting a tactical advantage. Ava shook her head, knowing she had lost on that point. I suppose if the paperwork's already been filled. Very well, Captain. You're correct. The Havoc's tactical capabilities are impressive. Although this appears to be a moot point, as we are still short of a pilot. One thing at a time, Ava. Ava suddenly leaned in close to Shields and nearly grabbed him by the cuff of his coat. And don't even dream of saying we should let Cosmos back into that thing. Would you even suspect I would ever do that? Past experience. So, hey, Kane, can I let the Golden Girl out of prison to help me if I say she's joining the Saints? No, no correlation. I'm just saying, reformed and all that. Ava huffed away. Alright, people, show's over. Get back to work. Thank you, Captain. I would have hated to see such a mighty raider be scrapped. You have soft spots for heavy raiders, don't you? Thick armor and heavy weapons are all you need on a raider. Idiot. Don't come crying back to me when you're slugged by the captain's ship's kinetics right out of the launch tube. Ikura and Kisaraka walked back towards the Riders' Bay while arguing with each other. That's what the Saints anyway. Don't push your luck. I could become Ruined Woden. I could just kill everyone. Okay, that was a joke. Okay, that was actually a joke. I'm not gonna do that. But where am I? Saints on thin ice. What the fuck? They helped Anti-School genuinely save a citywide asset and stopped the exploitation of the sister network. My Saints fought and probably died for that. You didn't save lives, so you couldn't. Kane, and I say this as a friend. I can disassemble everyone's neck from their torso when I find out who took that data. Would that help? Universe hating level zeros. 5 this whole time. Well, yeah, but they figured out that past deal. I assume you just said that the Saint. God damn it! Do I have to deal with the Saints doing this shit? Because I have a thing for it, and I have a thing to stomp them out. God knows you need more storylines, so I can have a storyline being stomping out my dissenters. I'm the rogue trader, goddamn you! My word is the goddamn purse. I knew this back like half a year ago when I started revealing my shit. I knew. I knew this day was coming. And I know how to bring the Saints back under my control. Don't test me. We both know how this could end. Is there a reason I can't buy this? Because I'm not seeing it. Okay, now it's 300. Now it makes more sense. But we all saw it was 30,000 earlier, right? God, I don't want to see the alcohol got to be that much, but like there was an extra zero. I will clip it. There was an extra zero. Captain's log. We're wrapping up the repairs of Sunrider. For now, looks like we'll have to do this for our shore leave until the end of the war. The Knight's fleet has made further gains into the neutral rim. PACT is drawing their ships back to Cera for a final stand. Cera. Won't be long now until we return home. Captain, a moment if you will. Admiral, how may I help you? Shields, we meet again. Fortuna. We're not, Captain. You have been in secret talks with interested parties inside PACT. After the unexpected turn of events at Helion, some within PACT seek to negotiate settlements. Of course, all this is top secret information. PACT seeks peace talks? In a manner of speaking. We are still divided. Arcadius, or rather, the creatures that impersonated him, still command considerable loyalty from the other hardliners. Yet not everyone in PACT wishes to see our deals turn to ash. Make no mistake, the Alliance's greed shall prove its undoing. But it shall be time which wither away the wealth of the Imperialists, not the blood of our men and women. Grey rolled his eyes. In any matter, I have been involved in talks with PACT's peace faction. An understanding may pave the road to ending this war. It's a path we're exploring. We're invited to observe our next meeting with PACT envoys, Captain. I'm sure you would have considerable interest in this as well, no? I do, Admiral. I want to see this meeting for myself, then. Good. Then Mr. Fortuna and I look forward to your attendance. Until later, Shields. Peace talks. It really feels like the war is ending. Arcadius is still powerful, but even PACT's beginning to question his methods. Almost there. Just a little more. Ava entered the interrogation room. Prototype. There is no sign of any PACT activity in this sector for weeks now. Looks like your friends have abandoned you. Not so sisterly now. Quiet in your cell, isn't it? All those voices whispering in your head. Finally a word from her. You're confident. You think we're defeated. Ava spread out from a folder of photographs in front of Lynn. Prototype 31 terminated. Prototype 59 terminated. Prototype 21 terminated. And so on and so forth. There's kind of nowhere to run. The Alliance will hunt you down. Humanity will hunt you down. Our numbers are infinite. We are the next phase of humanity's existence. A pity you will only unlock less than 1% of your brain's potential in your entire lifetime. The world will see it differently. I see the fear in your eyes. The coming betrayal. Nice, huh? You've already taken what is most precious to you. Just wait. Captain Shields and his ex-girlfriend. But that's all you'll ever be. His heart belongs to us. Good. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Ava turned around and slammed the door behind her. Chief Engineer Shikagura Lynn Ashada is a prototype. Shikagura poked her head through Shield's doorway. Come in, Shikagura. Thank you, Captain. She slipped into his office and closed the door behind her. It's a little bit scary sneaking in after hours, isn't it? My heart's thumping a little. I think you're our veteran pilot. That's mean, Captain. Sorry. Shields rubbed Shikagura's hair. Will be the usual, Captain? I've already boiled the water. Shikagura poured Shields a cup of tea. Feels like the war's almost over. Seems like yesterday when we were fighting one warship against all of PACT. Now we're surrounded by Alliance battleships and caught Arcadius on their run. Guess it's a load off my shoulders, though. I'm glad. It was hard seeing you so troubled before. Yeah, I'd say things turned out pretty well. Maybe we'll be home for Remembrance Day. And then after that, what will you do, Captain? Good question. I never gave it much thought. Well, I can't captain a warship forever. Hopefully when this is all over, we can lay down our weapons and live in peace. Of course. Chicago's thinking of staying on Cera. The pastry market on Derrida is not really that great since we're all headed there anyways. I thought... Oh dear, I'm rambling again. What I wanted to say though is that I want to be here with you. Really? Yes. It's my greatest desire in the world. I say. Shikagura Shields put his arm around her. Cera is a wonderful world. It's chilly in the winter and hot during the summer, but quite livable. My fond memories of growing up there. It's still my home. A home I want to share. Yes, Captain. Shikagura raised her face and closed her eyes. Her lips knit with Shields. It's a little embarrassing. What? Our kiss? Because Shikagura's never done anything like this. Virgin! I should have known. Pardon the intrusion. Not yet. Give it a moment, Kane.
I best stop here for the night. It's late, Captain.
Chikara stood up and smiled.
The commander might catch me.
Wouldn't want that.
No. Well then, good night, Captain.
Sleep well. Asaga yawned as she walked back to her bunk. To get her mind off her problems, she finished a long practice session on the simulator. Just as she turned the corner, she saw Chicago.
Oh, Lord Gongora, please wait. Pardon the intrusion. Oh, Gongora, what are you...
Not yet, Kane. Not yet. Soon. Next session of this, soon. As she turned the corner, she saw Chicago sneak out of the captain's quarters. Asaga inhaled sharply and hid behind the corner.
Chicago? Why am I hiding? What's Chicago doing inside the cabin room so late? Don't tell me they've already done it.
Chicago's chest squeezed at thought.
No. There's no Chicago. Did they make her do it? Anyways, I better get back to my bunk.
Asaga hightailed back to the crew quarters.
Huh? So listen to what I just saw. I just walked down the hallway, mind my own business, when I saw Chicago walking out of the captain's room. Crazy, ain't it?
Hope she had business to discuss with him. She is the ship's chief engineer now.
No. There's definitely something suspicious going on. Listen, Sola. When a man and woman are in the same room at this hour of the night, it can only mean one thing. She was doing a lot more than teaching the captain about nuclear fission, that's what.
Then why'd you not ask her? She is your friend.
Actually, I haven't been talking to her much recently. I don't know what to do.
Asaga dived under her bunk and rolled around on the cover.
Chicago's my friend, but lately she's been getting awfully close to the captain. It kind of makes you think, doesn't it? What if they've already done it? I bet Chicago beat me to losing the V card. That's too depressing.
You must have meddled in the captain's relationships.
It still bothers me.
Sola buried her face into her pillow. Sleepy.
Sola, listen to me.
This girl possesses so much latent power. Fate is strange. Wasn't she rooting for the Shikara in the beach episode? No, Asaga was actually dreading it. Kane, if you go back and look on the VODs, she was dreading it because Asaga wanted to be the captain's favorite.
But for now, chat, I think we'll leave it there.
If I go back, you won't, Kane, but genuinely, like, Asaga was both happy for Chicago and really upset by it. Because she genuinely wanted to be the favorite. But until then, chat, hope everyone had a good time. I know I did. And I will see all of you next time. Later, mates.